Hello everyone, Switched here. In this video, I will talk about something that many of the other brownies have been talked maybe about in their spare time. What will they do after MLP Generation 4 is over? In my personal expect, from what I can see, some other brownies that are out there might continue for a while after the series is over, and my Total Matters might do something else, like do some reviews about the past episodes they haven't done yet, and maybe talk more about the series before, I don't know, perhaps moving on to something else. But I won't. You see, I will never abandon the Generation 4 G4 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This series had become a great part of my life, actually. Even if I'd not have been part of the fandom since from the beginning, I've only become part of this fandom within maybe the third or fourth year after this show even started. So let's say I was in around fandom. I was introduced to the series around 2013-14, around something like that. And I thought maybe this series cannot be that's good as many things. But after seeing a few episodes, actually I got stuck into it. And after that, I decided to make my own series, like True Love Story, True Friend Stories, and some other stories that I had made over for the past 2 or 3 years. And over course of the time I have been here within the fandom, I have get so many fans and friends. But not only that, almost like nearly 5,500 subscribers, which is unbelievable. But more than that, what will I do after the G4 is over? Many of you may wonder, will I continue to make more stories or just quit after the series is over, and if I was stop doing love stories for G4 and wait until the G5 starts and do stories from that. The point is, no, I will not. I will continue to make love stories from G4 and even including G5. I can also say that we know now for sure. It is confirmed, that is from what I can see from Dr. Wolf, that there will be another movie, but not a sequel for the 2017 movie. This is going to be part for the next generation. Exactly what's going to happen, that I have no idea. It is based on my understanding. I can also say that I'm willing to support this disappointment that Hasbro decided to end the series after 9 seasons. I thought, why now? Well, the series has been so popular over the years, and it's gained so much popularity with among the young children, and even for the Brownie Society. I mean, the merchandise has been on the roof lately after the movie came out, and I just don't understand. Perhaps will never know. If I have to say which season is my favorite of My Little Pony G4, I would probably have to say season 9 is my absolute favorite. The most funniest episode in season 9, I would have to say, is Frenemies. But I can also say that ever since season 9 first premiere, when we introduced that Celestia and Luna are going to retire, and that Twilight will be the next one in line to be a ruler, I thought, how much I will be seeing about that through the season 9. I cannot say for sure how much doubt about it, because even if we had picked it up in maybe some of the future episodes might pick up some hints there here and there, like some talks more about the coronation that Twilight will be the new princess of Equestria, that Celeste Luna stepping down and sort of things. But I can't say for sure, and I can't even confirm that for next couple of episodes, and if for the rest of season 9, we'll actually be talking about that. And I have actually seen the episode where Twilight and her friends are fighting against Tirac, Consuelo, and Chrysalis. And I had even seen the last episode. And I can also say that the language which they were spoken wasn't English. So I thought, okay, I could not understand what they're saying until I found out there were some subtitles. But I won't get much into details for the several last episodes of season 9 because, spoilers alert from that part. But I will say it really surprised me. Actually, there were one title of one episode that recently came out only about maybe a week ago. The Big Mac question. I made a video about that. I talked myself a false where could that been where Big Mac was going to, I don't know, ask Sugar Belle to get married and something like that. At least say from sure from that it is. When I saw the episode itself, it actually confirmed what I suspected. I can also say Big Mac is actually going to propose to Sugar Belle in that episode, and at the end, another wedding between them. Ever since we know that Lofty and Holiday are the first official same-sex married couple in the show, I cannot say if there will be another one because we haven't seen much about that. There has been hints that it could either be in Vinyl and Octavia, Lion Rabbit Bonbon, but there are so many stories, so many other things that happened. But over time of the season 9's ending, it really surprised me. Season 9's final episode, really surprised me. And I won't tell much about the details in that particular episode, except the ending song. It is really, really surprising. And I cannot say that this might be a hint, but not a spoiler. But there will be some surprising news in the season 9 episode's final. I can't say that season 9 will be the final season, even with we have been finding out now that it's actually going to end. And when I saw the final episode, it shocked me. It is finally over. It's finally over. I couldn't believe it. Why would it suddenly end the series now? And you may ask me, since I have seen those last episodes of season 9, what will happen to Consuelo, Tirac, and Chrysalis? We know that they were brought back from the Taurus with Grogar, and I cannot say what is going to happen, except that it will be an epic battle. That's all I can say. And I'm not much so should say this, but there will be 2 characters will be appear from the movie itself. And I can only say that it's Tempest Shadow and Capper. They will appear during Twilight's coronation. But unfortunately, they don't have any speaking role. Only be appeared in the scenes. I know, I wasn't supposed to give any much spoilers, but that's the final I can say about it. But season 9 itself, Frenemies is my top favorite episode of all series episodes so far, and season 9 finals episode with the song is just the most perfect. Twilight, since she has been chosen to be the next ruler in line as Princess of Questia, I even thought what's going to happen to her castle back in Ponyville. She will be moving to Canterlot back then and ruling from there, and who will be... I mean, there will not be much. It's possible the castle will be used by, Starlight. It is possible that Starlight still lives in the castle even after Twilight leaves. But I can't say for sure, because we never had actually any hints of that. I know that... why would Twilight have to stay in Canterlot when she will be the next ruler? Why couldn't she just stay in Ponyville and rule from there? Even if Canterlot is the capital of the kingdom. But who knows? Maybe that what the staff had in mind, that that all the monarchs had to stay in that particular town. All I can say that season 9 has this very great moment at the end. And I was really surprised of much was going to happen. And you may also ask, what will happen to Celestia and Luna after they retire officially? Well, I did actually make a video about that earlier. Well, if they want to be still remain in Canterlot to be Twilight's personal advisors, or if they want to travel around Equestria or something. But I can say though, even if this isn't much of a spoiler, but that confirmed to me that it won't be either. It turns out they will be living in a retirement home. That surprised me much. I know, and that's probably what I want to say about season 9's parts for now. I will do reviews about season 9's episode when they came out, and we exactly don't know when those next episodes will be appear on season 9 of TV actually, because from what I saw from MLP Wikia, doesn't say exactly which date they will be released on American TV, since much of the other episodes has already been broadcast in China and Netherlands or Holland. So there is a way for people can see those episodes online, even if they were perhaps not in English or perhaps not even had subtitles. I know that people want to wait to see those officially on TV, and I cannot blame them. But after the last year where this people had several episodes were leaked to the public before they were even made or even finished yet about season 8's episode. And I'm glad that season 9 didn't have the same problem this time. But I wouldn't have much hope for Hasbro to say, no, let's continue with season 9 and for beyond that. But it didn't actually never happen. And if anyone knows why Hasbro decides to end the series quite now, after it has been so great popularity and has a great views over single episodes they had, like from 1 million to almost maybe 2 or 3 million views over every single episode. why suddenly end the series when then it's so very popular with so many, a few millions of views on every single episode? Between 1 to 3 million of each episode. I can't say much why they suddenly do that, because maybe maybe they had a plan for another Generation 5, even perhaps during Season 7, during Season 8, they decided, okay, let's continue Season 9, Generation G4 for another few seasons and we decide to bring it to an end so we can start the next G5. And, yeah. And I can't say though, we can't even say for sure if G5 will last as long as G4 did. What if the G5 only lasts maybe for 1 or 2 seasons, and they decide they fail or realize the mistake that G4 were more popular than G5, and they realize their mistake and they shouldn't have brought G4 to an end so soon when it has a great popularity, and G5 perhaps won't have that same popularity. Even if the main 6 will part of the next generation, but we can't say for sure if it will last for 1 or 2 generation seasons, or perhaps just 1. So that's all I basically wanted to talk about in this particular video. And also to answer the question what I will do after My Little Pony G4 is over, I will continue to make stories. And also I can mention that I will be focused on the past episodes for the past seasons. I haven't then done much of the past from season 1 and onwards with episodes from there. Even those episodes itself are perhaps like 8-9 years old, and people say, well, Switch Albo, why don't you focus on a review about that episode when it was back in the early 2010 or 11? And my answer is that I didn't focus on any review about episodes even back then. I didn't even expect to do a reviews about episodes. My main focus was to do love stories and reviews about the upcoming dubs and something else like that, but never much as a focus on the episodes itself. But since G4 is about to end, so I main focused, I will do an episode from each single season, from season 1 and onwards. But I will not make any reviews about those episodes that I already have made. So if you noticed if there are any episodes that probably reviews about past episodes like from season 1 and or season 2 appears, that's the main focus from them. And I can also say that even though you ask me, what about the love stories? Will I continue to do them? Yes, I will. You see, my girlfriend, she have found nearly almost like over 1,700 shipping pairs. And since the season 9 has been going on so far, there has been a lot more shippings out there. And it happens new shipping pairs all the time. So I won't be run out of any option or any potentials of love stories. Yeah, that's all I have to say from that for now. So, so for G4 followers out there, remember, Brony fandom will survive even into G5. And I can say that I'm curious about G5, what it will be about, and how much of it will be if that particular generation will be as much successful as G4 is. And I'm curious about the movie itself. What will it be about? And the only official date that's going to be released on it is 2021. That is the date, from what I heard, is that when the movie will be out. So everyone, that's all I will say. Subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, This is Switch W, over and out.